So let's just start with some breathing. And I want you to be crisscross applesauce. Bring the butt bones nice and tall, just sitting right up on there, and then bringing that your head all the way up like it's stretching up to the sky. And let's take a breath in through our nose, feeling that emptiness in the bottom of our stomach, and exhale that out by pushing that balloon, inflating it out. Go ahead and do that again. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale out. Just 2 more times. Nice and long breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. Work that stomach. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's start gently by going ahead and rounding our shoulders back. Always sit here and let Nidra come into the session. There we go. Okay, so staying nice and tall and just allowing our shoulders to push back. Nidra, if you have a chair, grab a chair close by too. If it's already there, then make sure it's there, but we're not going to be in here quite yet. Just start on the floor. Good. Rolling those shoulders back, getting our spine ready to rumble. And now hold center. And now with one shoulder, I want you to really lift this elbow up and around. Okay, so you're creating like a circle with that one arm. We're just going to really kind of open up. A lot of times this can be very tight in here, so you're emphasizing the roundness. I'm going to bring that elbow forward and bring it all the way back. So you should feel, when you bring your arm up here, a nice stretch in that pec. Yes, good. Do it one more time. Breathe in and out. Okay, other side, elbow up and push that back. Good. Hand is staying nice and forward. You're just rounding that shoulder. Like it's almost like a shoulder roll, but you're incorporating your whole arm now. 2 more times. Up and over. Good. And again. Excellent. Now let's bring both arms up above our heads. And reach over to one side and just let it reach just gently, nothing pulling too hard. On your next inhale, bring your body up and exhale onto the other side. And bring your body up here. And let's reach forward by rounding our backs and reaching down to that floor. Fingertips are trying to reach as far forward as possible. And you're still breathing here, so don't hold your breath. Try to get that inhale through your nose. And exhale out. And on that next inhale, bring your hands back to your center. And we're going to bring our legs straight out in front of us. One of the reasons why we're starting out seated is because when you're seated, you can get this long lengthening in our legs as much as we can when we're on the floor. So what I want you to start with is the same thing. We're going to reach our arms up and reach down to the toes and feel that lengthening. Yep. My hamstrings are nice and tight this morning, so we're going to hold here for about 2 more breaths. Each exhale, try to get a little closer to your legs. on that next inhale, kind of push down, and you're going to roll those fingertips back on the ground and come up nice and tall. Now this time, when you come down, I want you to try to keep this back straight. So I'm going to glide my hands right on my legs, keep those arms straight, and then glide straight back. And once you hit that point where you're like, I think I'm rounding my back, then just hold it there. Don't round your back yet. And then let's come up with an inhale. And then you're going to do that again on your next exhale. Find that spot. Try to get a little bit deeper if you can. Use your legs to pull you forward if you need to. And inhale, back up. And one more time, let's round that down. And this time you're going to roll all the way down again, reaching for those toes as far as you can. And you can drop that head and stretch. Good. And easily breathe in and go ahead and round that shoulder, throw that back up straight, and now we're back in that seat position. Now, what I like to do now before we go on to the chair is one more. So we're going to go down onto our back here, and I want us to start with just a few breaths here with our chest or our knees to our chest. So we can just feel that expansion in the back of our rib cage. So you should really inhale, push that air through the sides of your stomach, through the back, near the pelvis. Feel it all come in. Push down and exhale. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Okay, now let's extend one leg straight in front of us, and then the other leg is going to stay up. You're going to place your arms on each side of you, so you have support, and if you need extra space, make sure you kind of create space right now. We're going to reach over so that I'm dropping this knee over to the side, so I can feel a stretch all on this hip, and I'm just going to let my leg rest down as far as it can over to the side. And you're going to feel a twist in your lower spine, so try to keep your upper body flat on the ground. So I'm actually looking the opposite way of my legs. Good. Hold that here. And next, inhale, engage that core to bring the leg back up to center. And let's reach that toe up to the sky, nice and tall. And you're going to grab onto this leg and just kind of hold it here for another hamstring stretch. Just a little bit here. And then if you can, this one's a little more uncomfortable. Keeping that leg straight, we're going to bring it down to the side. And you can support it with your leg or with your arm on that side too if you want. But you're just going to the point where you feel a stretch on the inside of your leg. So I'm going to stay up like this because my legs are so tight right now. So we're holding that and exhale. Let's bring that back in. Whew. Yes, good. Now bringing that leg back, bent towards our chest. You're going to give that leg a big hug and feel the stretch and a little bit more of a glute. So give it a big hug. Drive that knee towards your chest as close as you can. Breathe here. Exhale. One more inhale. And a big squeeze and exhale out. Release that leg all the way down. And let's lift the other knee to the chest. When we're here, we're going to drop. I'm going to bring my arm out to the side. Drop that knee over my body. and feel that twist in my spine, letting my upper body stay on the ground. And hold this here. You're still breathing in and out. Training our breath and our abs to work in every position that we're at. So whenever we get into positions, sometimes it's hard because we're focusing so much. But focus toward that breath and the movement together. Alright, and now engaging our stomach, let's lift that leg back up, center, and we're going to reach our toes up to the sky. You can hang on to the back of your leg to straighten that leg back out and pull it towards you if you can for a little more extra stretch in that hamstring. Good, and now we're letting it drop over to the outside of the leg, outside of the body, supporting it if you need to, or just letting it hang and feeling all inside of this leg here. We'll hold one more breath, breathe in, and let's exhale back out as we bring that back in, because we need our core to bring that leg. Alright, good. Holding that leg nice and tall, now bending it so we can give it a big hug. Nice and close to our chest. Good. And I like to hug the very upper part of the leg, that way I can drive it closer to me as possible. Excellent. And you can release that leg. Now we're going to go over to the sides of our body here. So I'm going to go to the side here. Supporting my head just like this, and I have my legs bent. I'm going to bring this arm in front of me here as if I'm have two hands and I'm holding them together in like this shape. And we're going to open up into an open door. Kind of like what we just did with our legs, but now we're doing it with our upper body. So I'm opening up, and you can relax that head down if you want, or keep it up. Feel that lengthening in your chest and your shoulder. And now we have actually a twist in more of the upper back, because we're allowing our legs to stay on the side. And let's exhale, bring that arm back in. And we'll do that one more time on this side. Open up, bring that arm open. Feel that stretch. Turn your head towards that arm that's opening over. If you're not all the way open, that's okay. You can come wherever you are. And move your wrist around too, so you feel that in your forearm, your wrist, everything. And exhale back to center, engaging that core. And now we're going to flip over to the other side. Before we go to the other side, what I want you to do at center is just go rocking side to side with those hands together above your chest. So we have 10 rocks, just loosening up that back a little bit. If you felt tightness in that last one, there's probably a lot of tightness all in your back too. So a couple more rocks, and let's go all the way over. Letting our legs rest on the side of our body, bending these, and when you're ready, you can open up that chest on the other side. Ah, yeah, good, and exhale. Feeling that open feel, it's so good. And let's exhale, bring that back to the side of our body, touching our other hand, and then exhale up and relax it down across your body. Make sure you're trying to turn that head too, that way you feel that full twist. And let's bring that body back up and over to the other side, and you're going to bring both arms up to center again. And this time you can start to do rocks if you want, if you need it right now. Do what your body is telling you to do. But now we're just going to start to drop one hand down above our head and back up. So I'm just pointing that thumb down to the ground, over my head, and touching, and then coming back up. This is just trying to get range of motion in the shoulder, just to feel that movement in your back when you do this. So just alternating side to side. Just a couple more. Engage that core still. Good. And now let's bring our knees to our chest. Let our hands just wrap around our legs for 2 more breaths, and then we're going to come back up. So go ahead and breathe. If you want to right now, you can give yourself a massage by rocking back and forth with those breaths. But do what you feel like your body needs right now. And let's inhale, and I'm going to start to rock my body to come back to seated. Ooh, good. All right, now our chest is nice and open. Let's go ahead and grab our chairs. Probably come nice and close here. Okay. Whew. Good. This is a different feel. Alright, our lovely chair. Oh my goodness. Well, this is going to be great because we're going to go through exercises that you can do if you're on the chair a lot during the day. So let's get on the side of our chair. So this is center for me. Now I'm going to get to the side and just bring my bottom. And then let's drop that leg back into more, it's like a warrior pose here. So you can kind of bring your arms out and reach side to side, kind of looking behind at the back leg, checking on it to see how straight it is. If it's not quite straight, that's okay. As long as you feel this stretch all in the inside here. If you're not feeling it, you might have to readjust that leg. But nice and long, bringing our torso nice and high. Go ahead and drop that front arm onto the knee, and then you're going to reach over that way. Yes, good. So you can actually bend the elbow onto that knee if you can, and reaching over. Feeling that expansion in your ribs. And let's bring that back over, cartwheel back up, nice and tall. Now we're coming the other way, reaching down this leg and reaching up and over. Make sure you're nice and secure on that chair. Easily topple over here. Good. And come on back up and center. Now, when you're here, I want you to face that leg, okay? So really focus on keeping this toe straight that's in front of you, and then that back leg is really trying to elongate. So I'm still feeling that stretch. I'm going to pretend I'm holding a ball in front of my chest, or you can hang on to your knees to support you. But we're going to just move forward and back. Feel muscles working in different ways. Maybe you feel some lengthening. Good. Exhale when you push out. Inhale back in. One more exhale out. And let's bring that back in. I think this leg is going to need some stretching. So let's go ahead and bring that leg back in and switch over to the other side. So I'm going to swing those legs over, drop that back leg that's on the edge of the chair. Yes, good. And letting this all elongate first. Let's get into our warrior pose as we sit. Kind of looking back behind us, checking on that leg, seeing how things are doing. Looking in front of us, making sure our chest is nice and tall. Good. And let's bring that front elbow down to the knee, and you can reach over the head. Feel that stretch and lengthening. Let that body relax. Let's cartwheel back up to center. Placing that hand, hold for a second. Start to drop that back leg or that back arm onto the leg, and then we're gonna reach up to the sky. Really opening up this abdomen in the front of us. Giving ourselves a little bit of a back bend. Good. Breathing. Exhale. Reaching up. Looking up to the sky. Good. And let's cartwheel back down. Center. And we're gonna come in front of us here just like we did the last round. Really placing this foot so it's nice and planted. Toes forward. Let's go ahead and lean forward. And push that ball out and then come back center. Engaging that core still. So breathe out. Breathe in. Every time I come back, I can feel a little bit more lengthening in my IT band there, this back leg. So let's do it one more time. Breathe out and breathe in as you bring it back. Good. Bringing our legs back to center here. Let's do a little bit of a clam or a piriformis stretch here. So bringing that leg up on top of the other knee. Just get nice and tall at first instant. I feel it. So trying to get this knee as down as possible. And of course, if you can, if you feel like you're able to, get into a position where you can just relax and focus on your breath. Maybe you can close your eyes and just breathe here. Good. And just a little bit longer on that next exhale. On the inhale, come back up nice and tall. And we're going to actually continue this leg over to the other side, but I want you to, so you're really dropping that leg over, and then I'm going to give it a nice hug close to me. So I feel a little bit more in this hip joint. Letting it, bring it to my chest.
I'm getting a cramp.
Not a cramp. Oh boy. Yeah, we need to stretch that leg out a little bit more. Go ahead and bring that leg straight down now. And I'm going to have you just reach down with that one arm down. And you can hang on to the chair if you need to. But grabbing and reaching for those toes in front of you. And then this arm, if you can bring it up and over to reach down and feel that lengthening in your back too now. Good. And let's crawl our arms back up our leg and bring that knee in. We're going to go to the other side. So crossing that leg over, finding that happy place. Maybe not so happy, but in a way that it's comfortable enough for you to stay and just relax for a few breaths. With each breath, you're trying to push yourself a little bit farther. So by pushing farther, you can lean your chest. I'm gradually kind of leaning as we hold here. Nice, easy breathing. Good. Excellent. Go ahead and exhale back up. And now let's bring that keeping the foot across the body. You're gonna bring that knee up to your chest and just trying to give it a big hug. You can kind of lean back in your chair to feel a little bit more if you need to, but you're feeling that all in the back side of your leg. Good. And let's release this leg, let it go straight in front of us. And I'm gonna come up to the edge of my chair too, reaching down with that one arm first, just letting that side reach, feeling the hamstring, trying to reach down to the toes, and then reaching up and over with the other arm. Oh, feel the back engaged now, and let that head drop and just relax and stretch and feel all those muscles working right now. And now on your next inhale, let's crawl those fingers up, back up to our center of body, and come up. And we're gonna start standing now. So what I'd like you to do is bring your chair to the side so you have that support if you need it. We're gonna start with a single leg balance. So I just want you to try to get into this tree pose and balance here, keeping that foot in a place where it is steady. You'll see a lot of yogis bring this leg all the way up here, and sometimes we're not quite at that advancement. I mean, I can try to, but yeah, that's hard. Good, so you can feel those toes underneath you really clenching for the floor, and you're still engaging that full body. So much is working right now. Good, balance, stay in control. And we're gonna ease that leg back down, but instead of, and we'll adjust that foot, if you need to stretch that out, that's fine. But you're gonna stay right on this leg, and what I want you to do is trying to cross it over. This is a little toughy, but I'm crossing it over. If you're good, if you're flexible enough, you can kind of wrap that toe too, but this is our first step. And usually there's an arm movement that goes with it, but I just want us to get that lower half first. Feeling that lengthening, feeling our leg that's supporting us really kick in. And if you're ready, you can try to balance by bringing your hands together in front of you. Good. And let's release those arms, uncurl those legs, and go ahead and shake out that leg. If you need to switch your chair over to the other side, go ahead and do that. And actually, I think I probably will, just in case. All right, so planting that other leg now, we're gonna get up into our tree pose, bringing the leg up to a position that is comfortable for you. And again, you can bring your hands to center to practice that balance. If you feel a little bit of wobbles, it's okay. It's not normal to be standing on one foot. But man, oh man, it's working this core, it's working our balance. Good. And let's bring that leg off the other leg, and if you need a break, then you can take a break. But we're gonna twist over, curl those legs, and just get this feeling first. So if you need to hang on to your chair, hang on to the chair. And then eventually, as you're bending both legs in this weird snake shape, try to get into that balance again. And eventually, as we get good at this, then you start to cross your arms in front too, like this. But but we can stick with just a prayer form at first. Yeah. Good, and let's release our body. Let's get a nice wide stance here. And all I want you to do right now is just start to rock side to side, letting the inside of our legs stretch out a little bit more. Get your breath back. A lot of times when we have to focus a lot, we lose that. So get your breath, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, just waking up. And let's bring those feet shoulder width apart. We're going to do a forward fold. So I'm bringing my hands right in the front of my thighs. And we're just going to go halfway. So you're reaching down. I'm keeping my back very, very straight here. So I'm trying to keep my nose to the ground, the spine is straight. Once you get to that point when your legs are straight, your back is straight, and you start to feel that stretch in your hamstrings, hold it there. Exhale. And let's go a little bit deeper with that exhale. And then come on back up, about to your knees. And then exhale back down to that point where you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Exhale, exhale. And inhale back up to your knees again, lifting that chest. And now this time we're going to exhale all the way back down, and you're going to start to curl that back, reaching for those toes and allowing your arms to kind of hang on to your legs to help pull and a little bit more of a stretch if you need it. And if you're just kind of hanging, just grab onto those elbows, and we're going to rock side to side here, just letting our body hang loose. Good. Release those elbows, bringing our fingertips back onto our feet and our legs. You're going to start to straighten out that back, and let's inhale as we bring our body back up all the way, and you're going to reach those arms behind you and circle up into sun salutation. And then when you come back around, I want you to do the same thing. So we're going to do another circle up and around. And then exhale. Inhale. Good. All right. Now, while you have your hands nice and straight, our last little move here, while you're in a pose of here, you're just going to bring your butt back. Okay, so you can feel that lengthening all in your upper back here. And I'm bending down, so I'm pushing my butt back, which will allow more space in that rib cage that we talked about before. So come down and then straighten back up, nice and tall, reaching those fingertips up to the sky. And one more time, exhale, bring that butt back. Arms are trying to stay right in between your head. And exhale, drop those arms, let your body come up nice and straight. And shake it all out. Let's roll our necks a little bit while we end here, just to get that last bit of loosening. All those little screws that are so tight, we need to loosen up. Good, so I'm just kind of rounding back and forth, alternating each time I round in a circle. One more time. And good. Namaste, everybody. Good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great Thursday. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. All right. Good morning. Ready to rumble.